What up, fam? It's your favorite RT with Uncle Tim this season. All right. It's time for us to start talking Colorado Buffaloes football. I am excited. Listen, I'm excited that we are getting back into the impact that is prime. Like, we really gonna take a deep dive into Colorado Buffaloes this season, Coach Prime, and the levels of the work that he puts in for the success that turns out at Colorado. For the team, for him as a coach, individually for the players, we've seen it on different levels, and I believe it continues here this season. This is year 2 of the Impact of Prime. I'm excited about this season because they betting against Prime. They betting against Prime. They they want to see Prime lose. They already got a lot of hate and chit chatter going. If this season for me, in my wildest dreams, if this season could go how I want it to go. Colorado Buffaloes will win the national championship. They win it all. Deion would pack up from Colorado, and him, and Shadeur, and Shiloh, and Travis. And for some reason, I want Jimmy Horn Jr. to go too. Would all go to Dallas and save that organization, take them to a Super Bowl, or the Las Vegas Raiders for some reason. In my wildest dreams, if it could go anyway, that's how it would go. I know y'all probably like, Cess, you wild. Deion's not leaving Colorado. He got a contract. I know. But in my wildest dreams, if it could go anyway, that's the way it would go. But I wanted to take just a close look at, not a close look, a quick look, I should say, at kind of like a season preview of what to expect for Colorado Buffaloes this season as we get ready to start the coverage. We'll be doing a live show once a week about the Colorado Buffaloes, just talking Buffs football, previewing upcoming games, definitely breaking down previous games and just doing everything Buffs in that live. So looking forward to that and building out this platform and having this conversation with the fam, especially since most of us are Colorado Buffaloes fans. But let's take a look at what we got coming up for the 2024-2025 season. I think the Buffs are gearing up for a second season under the guidance of Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. This is going to be successful. Most people would probably say that the offseason was kind of tumultuous. It was a little muddy. It was a little muddy. Not to be expected when it's Coach Prime. Not because of Coach Prime, but because of the hate and the spotlight that they try to put on Coach Prime, and the way they move the goalposts. Kind of some of the things that they judge Coach Prime for in his programs. But we know all about that. We know all about that. It's the same thing like with the Gamecocks. The disrespect is there. We show up and show out and move on. But there's some significant roster changes. High expectations though. The Buffs, listen, 2024-2025 campaign, new beginning in the Big 12 Conference, chance to improve on last year's 4-8 record. I'm expecting greatness. I feel like Deion did some great things with the key departures and arrivals that took place, managing those things, and I think we're ready. I love the addition of Warren Sapp. I love the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I think we're doing some good things there. So I think we managed to retain some crucial players. Of course, Shadeur didn't go anywhere. Still got Travis. We got some roster turnover. We lost running back Dylan Edwards, went to Kansas State. Tight end Michael Harrison is San Diego State. Cornerback Omarion Cooper, Florida State. But to address last year's offensive line weaknesses and deficiencies, we brought in 5-star freshman Jordan Seaton, who I think is going to make an immediate impact. I'm excited about that kid. And transfers such as Tyler Johnson and Khalil Benson. So looking to see what those additions are able to do. And see how we fill in for the losses that we got. We got a challenging schedule coming into this Big 12. Tough opponents in and outside the conference. Like, we not ducking smoke. Some of the key games that I'm looking for, and y'all let me know if it's some key games that y'all are looking at, but some of the key games that I'm looking for is that season opener, of course, against North Dakota State. That's August 29th, and that, it's a perennial FCS powerhouse. It's going to test our revamped lineup real early. We're going to see what we got. It's going to be a good measuring stick game for us. We'll know right away what we need to work on, what we do well, and how we fitting in and measuring up in the Big 12. So I'm looking forward to that one. We got Nebraska Cornhuskers September 7th. It's a road game against an improved Nebraska team. seeking revenge for last year's blowout loss. So we're going to find out. Colorado State Rams, September 14th. That's a Rocky Mountain Showdown. So that's an intense rivalry. That's an in-state rivalry. So that's going to be fun. Baylor Bears, September 21st. That's a home game against a Big 12 powerhouse. And that's going to be a benchmark, another benchmark for us in the conference. Kansas State Wildcats, October 12th. Another home game. Strong Big 12 opponent, Dylan Edwards, against his former team. So that's going to be fun. We know some stuff about Dylan. He probably thinks he knows some stuff about us, and it'll be a good matchup. I'm sure there'll be a lot of coverage and a lot of talk around that one. We got the Utah Utes home clash with a Pac-12 heavyweight. That's going to be fun. I don't know much about Utah, but just because they're in the Pac-12, and I think from what I remember, they've done pretty good. Like they're not a slouch. I don't know a lot about the players there, but I think overall, just as a program, I'm expecting a really good game there. And then Oklahoma State Cowboys, November 29th. That's the regular season finale, and that's a conference rival. So that could have major bowl implications depending on how we show up here early in the season. So those are some of the games I'm looking forward to. Offensive and defensive ratings for last year. Listen, we got work to do. Leaves room for improvement. Last season, our offense ranked 127th in total yards and 123rd in scoring. Shadeur Sanders leading a bolstered offensive line. Okay, new talent at running back. Significant improvements are anticipated. I expect us to shoot up, to jump a lot of spots. We're going to make people put some respect on our name. We finna make people put some respect on our name. Defensively, too. The defense struggled last year. I'm not going to front. Ranked 129th in total yards, 127th in scoring. We got several high-profile transfers on the defensive line, and secondary should help mitigate these issues. Like we should see some significant improvement in the defense as well. I'm looking at us to get more takeaways. I'm looking at us to control the field more. I'm looking at us to control time of possession more. I'm also looking at us to be able to run it up on them. So with the changes that we made on offense and defense, I know people think they know us already, but we're gonna be different. We are definitely gonna be better. I said last year that was your best chance to get us. We'll never be that bad again. Like Deion said, this is the worst we're gonna be. Every year they're gonna keep getting better. Bold predictions and expert opinions. Listen, they not real high on us right now. Athlon Sports anticipates a bowl appearance, viewing anything less as a disappointment. I agree with them. College Football News, they get projected 4-8 record, possibly reaching 5 or 6 wins. They not giving us a chance at the bowl really. Heartland College Sports expects a 6-6 season. That gives us a bowl chance. A Big 12 Media preseason bowl forecast an 11th place finish in the conference. So, 50-50 there. But if you follow Deion like I've followed Deion since college, and the dedication and the commitment that he puts in and the hard work, and the perfection that he demands from his players, then you probably not betting against him like I'm not betting against him. And if you look good and you play good, if you play good, then you pay good. So, I'm expecting that attitude coming out of Colorado. This is a big year. This is last year with Shadeur and Shiloh. I know he wants to win a bowl with his son. So I'm looking forward to everybody being ready at the start of the season to put in work. We entered the 2024-2025 season amid a mix of excitement and uncertainty. Roster changes, challenges schedule, transition to a new conference. There's opportunities and challenges out here. Coach Prime's leadership and blend of returning and new talent, we have the potential, I think, to exceed expectations and make a significant impact in Big 12. They sleeping on us, but they sleeping on us. And what Angel say? When they sleep on you, tuck them in. We finna tuck them in. Achieving consistency on both sides of the ball, especially on the offensive line and in the running game, is going to be crucial. But if we're successful, a bowl game appearance is within reach, potentially proving doubters wrong. And that bowl game is going to be interesting because once we get bowl eligible, then whatever bowl we go to, they get to pick us. They get to invite us. We ain't going to be at just any bowl because we put butts in seats in the show that Deion brings and the energy that Deion brings. Oh, they scared of him to get bowl eligible because they know right away he going to get a big bowl. He gonna get a big bowl. Period. As soon as we eligible, we getting a big bowl. So they're gonna be mad about that, but we'll talk about that as it gets closer because we're going to the bowl this year. I think we've garnered substantial attention in the betting world. Okay, with our win total being the most wagered on both over and under at BetMGM. We also attract the most bets to make college football playoffs, resulting in adjusted odds. It's some excitement surrounding Coach Prime, Shadeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, even Shiloh Sanders for me. And I think that's captured national interest, making Colorado one of the most captivating teams to follow this season. And it's the team we following. And we're here for it. I'm here for it. I know Coach Prime is getting ready to take us for a real ride with the way that the chatter is starting at the beginning of the season. I know we finna just come out and the focus is going to be on taking care of business and proving people wrong and shutting people up. And so let's get ready to work. Let's get ready to work. Let's get ready to work. We gonna kick this thing off August 29th. We will be live for Colorado Buffs games. It's gonna be some overlap probably with WNBA and college, but Cess Talks Sports and so does the fam. So we're gonna talk it all through, and we're gonna have it on as many screens as we need to have it on because we're not missing a minute of this thing. We're not gonna miss a minute of this thing because it is gonna be a movie. So let's get ready. Get your popcorn out. It's gonna be some fun. I don't know if the games is gonna be late. If it's gonna be late, early, whatever it is, but we checking in for it. So let me know in the chat what you feeling about how we starting this season. The people that we brought in, the people that we lost. What you think our chances are this season for getting to a bowl? What you think our record will be? Who you think our biggest challenges are going to be on the schedule? Let's start talking Colorado Buffs. We are live Monday night, tomorrow night, August 13th at 9 p.m. For our first live session to talk Colorado Buffaloes football. So come hang out with us. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, jump in this conversation. Each one invite 10. Let's get this thing to 10,000 by the end of the year. We are growing and moving into new sports and and expanding the platform to be able to talk multiple sports at on all different levels. And if you're not in the Discord, pull up, get in the mansion, come hang out with us. But with that, I'm getting ready to get on out of here. It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all. Keep playing football. I'm out.